Hi Bella. Why you look so sad?
Couldn't meet my boyfriend because he's in overseas right now.
Oh, please don't be sad. I think I have an idea. You must have a picture of your boyfriend, right?
Of course I have.
People say that if you look at your boyfriend picture when you miss him, it will make you feel better.
You mean like this?
Wait, I think I've seen your boyfriend somewhere.
He's famous, so yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel better now?
Yeah, thank you, Tata.
By the way, with this cool outfit, what are we going to do right now?
What is it? How about we ask the audience?
Yes, that's a great idea. So guys, do you know what are we going to do right now?
No!
So, today we will have a great discussion about morphology. But what is special, yeah?
So the special thing about this discussion is we will see an awesome performance from our class band, and we also have special guests.
That sounds interesting. Oh, yeah, we haven't done this yet. Memory.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, in 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Memory,
Melody of Morphology. So, without any further ado, please welcome our special guest, Mr. Dedi Sulaiman.
Do you guys know who is it?
No!
You must be kidding.
So, Mr. Dedi is a lecturer at UIN Sunan Gunung Jati Bandung, and he teaches morphology in the third semester of the English Literature Department.
Okay, thank you for coming, sir. How are you feeling today?
Not bad, thank you. What about you, ladies?
Oh, I'm so excited right
And
Excited.
I'm doing great, sir.
Doing great. That's good.
So on today's discussion, we have our agenda. So today's agenda is the first one, song background. Second one is artist introduction.
Okay.
The third one is type of allomorph. And the last one is lyric analysis.
Okay.
now. Next, I will read some detail that will be in our topic discussion. So, the artist is Ed Sheeran with album Multiply, released in June 23rd to 2014. Genre is pop, and writers are Ed Sheeran, Johnny McDade, Martin Harrington, and Tom Leonard. The producers are Jeff Busker and Emil Haney. Label are Asylum and Atlantic.
Next, we have artist introduction, including background and theme about the song and the artist. Photograph is about background and theme. Photograph is about cherishing memories and the significance of love that endures over time, even when distance or life challenge comes into between people. This song deeply personal to Ed Sheeran because it was inspired by his own experience with long-distance relationship and nostalgia.
And the song talks about how photos can transport us back in time, helping us feel close to someone we love even when they are far away.
Okay.
And the lyrics emphasize the comfort and emotional warmth that come from remembering loved ones, making it a favorite for those who have experienced separation or long-distance relationships.
Yeah. That's why you are asking about the photos just now. Yeah, that is the function of photos. Do you bring your boyfriend photos now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Next.
Next, about the artist. Ed Sheeran, born in 1991 in Halifax, West Yorkshire, began writing songs at age 11 and recording music in 2004. At age 13, he independently released his first collection, Spinning Man, and auditioned for Britannia High in 2008. In 2011, Sheeran released his debut album, Plus, which include the hit single The A-Team.
And he also has sold over 150 million records worldwide, with 119 million RIAA AAA certified units in the US, and 2 of his albums are among the best-selling in UK chart history. In 2021, he released his 5th studio album, Equals, featuring hits like Bad Habits and Zippers. By 2023, Sheeran became the first artist to reach 100 million monthly listeners on Spotify, further commenting his status as a global music icon.
So he began from 13, okay? That's the career began from 13.
Before we start the discussion,
Okay.
let's listen to the song that will be sang by Classy Band.
Classy
Please
Band.
welcome Classy Band!
good performance. Give it applause, everyone.
Yay!
It's such a listenable song, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now let's move to our discussion.
Okay.
As you can see, our discussion is going to talk about type of alamot. And before that, can you explain, sir, what is alamot? We have a definition.
Okay.
Of alamot. This alamot is a variant of morpheme, which is a unit of meaning that can change in sound or spelling without changing its meaning. Is that right, sir?
Yes. The allomorph is from Latin. Allo is same and morph is form. So allomorph in English would be the same form, the same meaning, but difference in actualization. In English we have us and is, like eyes and cats and dogs. Dog plus us would be dogs, not dogs. This is impossible for English to say us after ug. So that is allomorph. The function is the same to make it plural. The form is the same, but in realization this is different. That is allomorph. Allo is the same, morph is the form. Okay. I think that is the definition. So this is the variant. In Arabic, probably you know tajweed. In the in nunation. In English, this is called by nunation. Have you ever heard nunation?
No.
Okay, nation is nation. Nun is nun in our lafaz. Nunation is in bahasa Indonesia nun mati atau tanwin bertemu dengan. That is called by nunation in English. So we have the an become if it meets ab. Have you ever heard? Okay, nun, and then if it meets ab, so it become like min, not min ba'di but mim. That is called by allomorph. Min is the same. This is from, dari. Okay, but in pronunciation this is different. Not min but mim. So here is the explanation of allomorph. The morph is still the same. Okay, but then the meaning would be the same, but the actualization is different. Allomorph. Okay.
Okay, and now let's analyze type of allomorph or photograph by Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
Here we have words in bold. For example, the word heart, get, memories, and go. And we give different color to various words.
Right, like the red one is for additive allomorph, yellow for replacive allomorph, purple for suppletive allomorph, and the last one is blue for zero allomorph. And can you give us explanation about the type of allomorph?
Well, yeah, this is allomorph. We can see the first one. This is additive. Additive allomorph is something that added to a word. This is the example in the past tense, ed, ask, yeah, ask, and then in plural, cats, additive. So, additive is from add. Would you like to add sugar? Add. So, add is how to add. Additive mean how to add the suffix. Okay, in okay ed here or us here. That is called by additive allomorph. Does it make sense for you, ladies?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, okay. And then the second one is replacive allomorph. Replacive allomorph is a sound that used to replace another sound in a word. The example can be found in irregular verb or plural noun. Here in irregular verb, drive, drove, driven. Okay, so that is the sound. In our phonology, we have phonology. In morphology, we have morphology. But the relation, the intersection between phonology and morphology, we have morphophonology. Morphophonology is the relations between morpheme and phoneme. Here, the phoneme drive, drove, driven. In the term of phonology, this is just only the sound change. Drive, drove, driven. But in morphology, we have the change from D-R-I-V-E and then D-R-O-V-E and then D-R-I-V-E-N. Okay, that is a replacive. Replacive is the sound change. And then the second one is tooth and teeth. Okay, this is only tooth and then teeth from U-E, tooth and teeth. Okay, this is sounds, but in morphology, this is T-O-O-T-H and then T-E-E-T-H. That is morphology, and this is the plural noun. Food and feed. Okay, food and feed. But in morphology, this is written one. In phonology, this is the sound. That is the replacive. And then suppletive, we have in English, and Sundanese. Sundanese has a potential in suppletive, you know. Like this is the definition. Suppletive allomorph is a word that has a same meaning, but the word is changed totally. The examples are potential from Sundanese. You know, like bobo, sare, hes, and then mondok is the same. And then what else? Bobo, and then sare, and then hes, and then in kulam, yeah, you're right, kulam. So the word kulam and bobo and hes, this is totally changed, but the meaning is the same. The meaning is the same. You know, like mam, nada, tuang, dahar. For animals, do you know for animals? What is mam for animals? For chicken? For nyatu, yeah. Okay. For hand, okay. Nyatu and mam is the same. The meaning is the same, but this is totally changed. Like in English, let's see in English. Go, went, and gone. What is the relation among go and when? There is no relation, go and when, okay? The first is go, and then the second is when. What is the relation? But the meaning is the same, right? And then when and gone, that is called by suppletive. Okay. Angkat, aduh. So this is hard for you as Sundanese. Aduh, sir, this is right, angkat, or what else? Indeed, ada ya apa? Miang, bray gra miang anaking. Yeah, that is totally changed, called by suppletive. In Germany, we have suppletive totally changed. And then the fourth would be zero allomorph. Zero allomorph is the word that has no change. Example, herd and then herd, sheep and sheep. Like fish. How many fish? I have one fish. I have two fish, not fishes. This is zero allomorph. And then in herd and then sheep, we know that there is no change. This is called by allomorph, ladies and gentlemen, because if you say I have one fish, and then Bella has two fish, and then Elsa has four fish. And then fish here, in Bella and Elsa, fish consist of two morphemes. You ask, why sir? This is only fish. There is no morph, no other morphs. But when you said three fish and then four fish, so fish here, four fish, actually fishes. But because this is zero allomorph, so this is no change. No change. Like cut and cut. I cut the banana. And then yesterday, Elsa cut the banana. How many morphem in second sentence? Yesterday, Elsa cut the banana. Cut consists of two morphemes. The first is cut and the second is past tense. Because cut is zero allomorph, so we cannot see. We cannot detect that in cut there is past tense. But in yesterday, Elsa cut the banana. Yesterday has the connection with cut. So cut here consists of two morphemes. Zero allomorph. Do you understand, ladies?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen. Two gentlemen here.
Okay, apart from the example from the song, can you give more example about type of allomorphs?
Type of allomorph, yeah, the first is additive and then replacive, suppletive, and zero. I think for you as undergraduate level, this is enough for you to know about four allomorphs. And then if you want to graduate from your department and then you will write scriptsy or thesis in English. Thesis is for master degree, but for you this is the same thesis. If you want to write thesis on song analysis, this is enough for you to analyze the song, the album with these four allomorphs.
Wow, I didn't expect that from one song we can know a lot about morphology.
That's right. We also know about the type of allomorph.
Thank you very much, sir. It's such a pleasure to have a discussion with you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Hopefully the knowledge that we got today is useful.
Amen.
Okay, sir.
Amin.
I think it's a wrap.
Okay.
We've done all the things that we can do to analyze Ed Sheeran's song Photograph. As a host, I'm Elza Salsabila and my beloved friend.
Bella Rodita Mardia are saying goodbye.
See you in the next Memory Melody of Morphology.
Yay!